Yeah, we're down to 33 seconds in the first half. Got my notes here, and I know everybody's watching the game. I know we all saw what Bo and the first offense did. A little slow. I have to put Kroll down for that catch though, and stock up, don't you think? Getting them down to the 5. First and goal, 21 seconds on the clock, 32 seconds on the clock. That's the play clock. He's got him. That's off Bryant's hands. All right, so I saw a little bit of panic on Twitter today. I was not happy, obviously, with the offense. I'm sure none of you were on that first drive, 3 and out, and then needed a fourth down play to pick up a first, and then a penalty to get the other drive going. But all in all, I think Bo was like 10 of 14 for 110 yards. Court showed out. Yeah, 10 of 14, 110 yards. Got the touchdown, made some things happen. Bo is he's making plays. Offensive line was not helping much, but he somehow got it going and got it done. The run game, though, guys, I don't know if anybody saw something I didn't see, but man, that was nothing. Like they had nothing going on in the run game. Let's see. Now we're up to as far as running backs go, Blake Watson's got 3 for 13, 4.3 yards. And then RJ Harvey had 3 for 4 yards for 1.3 yards. So, and nobody else has anything except Ellinger. So run game's not working at all. And but the passing game continues to surprise, I guess is the right word. 10 of 14 for Bo, 9 of 11 for Sam, 72 yards, and they are 3rd and goal. 20 seconds left. We're going to finish out the half here, and then we'll get into stock up and down. Hit as he throws. Looks like he just threw it away. So it's going to be 4th and goal with 16 seconds left. Let's see if Sean has a little fun or if he just goes for the points. 13-9 Saints, as you can see. I'm sure you guys are watching the game. Nothing you don't know. Get in the comments on YouTube if you would. If you got questions or you want to make fun of somebody, I'd love to have you in the comments over here. And give me your stock ups and stop downs, your concerns, your worries, and your what you're happy about. You got to be happy about Bo, though. The offense still looks really out of sync. It's going to bring in Big Nuts Lutz for 3 points, and he's got it. So 1, 2, 3. So it'll be 16-9 at the half. And yeah, let's get into. We'll do stock down first, or things I was not happy about first. That way we can end on a high note, shall we? We'll get this done here in about 5 or 10 minutes. This won't take long, but I just wrote them down as they came, and let's start with the slow starts. Again, remember back, those of you old enough to remember the Shanahan days, like the first 15 plays for the offense, if we didn't score a touchdown, it was like a shock. It was a surprise. And now we just seem to take part of the season, part of the game, like part of everything to get the offense going. Like they're just always slow to get going. Saw that again today. Offensive line wasn't opening anything up. Bo and the receivers were out of sync. Court drops a pass, which he's, very likely to do early in games. The run defense, while it looked like we're going 3 and out, we're trying to get anything we can get. Looks like we're scratching for a yard or 2. And yeah, even the Saints, they just seem like they're getting 5 yards a clip on every run. It just looked like they could have kept running the ball. And honestly, their receivers were running open quite a bit against the first team defense too. And now we all need to understand that Sean Payton, Vance Joseph, like they're not going to call anything in this game. They're not going to call anything fancy. They're not going to put their best foot forward. But the players themselves are getting beat. I didn't see a lot of effort. It's a little disappointing. Looked like the Saints guys were fighting for jobs, like they were playing for their lives, and it looks like the Broncos are just trying to get through this game. And maybe rightly so. bigger aspirations and all. I did make a comment on Twitter earlier about how obvious it is when Sean Payton's calling the games. It was pretty obvious that he was calling the games. Of course, here again, as Mario pointed out on Twitter, like it's hard to complain about play calling in the preseason. Like they're not going to show their hand, especially Sean, who does everything for a reason. But the first and after the holding penalty and it's 1st and 20, and he calls a jet sweep, it's just like, oh, that's something he would do in the regular season. That would drive me crazy. So I've got that as a down. We've got Riley Moss didn't particularly play very well. A defensive holding penalty. Saw his guys kind of running a little free. Lucky he didn't get picked on more. And just the run game in general. That's all my downs. I would put effort in there too. Didn't see a lot of effort from the first team. And this is mostly just my observations of the first team. Thought Sam Ellinger and the second team looked pretty good out there. And, but we'll get into all that. We'll get into the good here from what I saw. After that first drive and the drop by Cortland, some kind of piss poor blocking. I saw some good things. First of all, PS2 again, pass breakup. His guy was not open much tonight that I saw. He looked good. But Bidet with the kick return looked really nice there, and he had one rush. Other than that, so low sample size for a lot of these guys. What did I got? Cooper had a nice sack. Stayed with the play when Rattler tried to. Let's turn this down. Then when Rattler tried to escape inside and Coop stayed with the play, showed why he's the starting pass rusher on that left side. He looked like he's ready for the season. Singleton was out there playing. I thought that was a good thing. He looked like he was running around full speed. Good to see that. And that keeps my prediction of Singleton being the starting linebacker against everybody that pushed back on me all off season in your face. And Court's definitely up. 4 catches, 83 yards and a touchdown, a contested touchdown right on the goal line. I thought that was nice. And that first catch by Court, that back shoulder play was like really reminiscent of last season. And that first, it may even have been the first game, that first big completion to Cortland Sutton down that left side back shoulder. That's kind of a bread and butter for them. Hard to stop. I'd like to see them use that, from like the 12-yard line. But it gets a little tight down there. I'm also going to go up on Bo Nix. I thought Bo didn't get much going on. I think it was just a little off maybe at the beginning of the game, but not bad. I don't think his receivers helped him much, but he had the one delay a game penalty where we're all sitting there watching it count down and couldn't believe somebody didn't take a timeout or Bo didn't see it or whatever. But other than that, I thought Bo played really well. His numbers sure showed out with a 10 of 14, after the slow start. So the big play to escape and then get the first down. I thought the big rollout left, like the boot, and then the 45-yard, 43-yard pass to Court was, dare I say, vintage Bo Nix. A little early for vintage calls, but that was a nice play by him, I thought, and kind of what we've come to expect from Bo Nix, right? How would I rank? I'm probably not going to rank this team on this show. I think we're a little high on the Broncos, maybe, with all the Super Bowl talk. But you never know. I may have said that again, with the '96 Broncos. It's early, but T-Fish, is Kroll fighting for his life? Yes, he is. I think I had Kroll making the 53. But I'll put that out maybe tomorrow night or maybe late tonight. I'll do a Broncos at night. I should put that banner up. Let me show you guys this. If anybody's, there's people watching. So I'm going to be doing, yes, Check out the new overlay. So I will be doing uh, Broncos Night Live. I've been working on this for a while, and as you guys know, I get bored, and my wife falls asleep at like 9 o'clock a lot of nights because we have a golf course and she works from sun up to sundown. So by the time she gets home, she's asleep. So I'm going to start live streaming at night, bullshitting with you guys, and yeah, I'll get to all your comments here. It's nice to see all these comments. Thank you. I did want to finish up. Kroll was actually the last one. Was it T Fishes? Kroll was actually the last one on my up. I thought he had a nice first half. I know ever since Cecil called him the best player in camp and got shot down, we've all kind of been on Kroll a little bit, but because it's fun, but he's actually like done okay. Like I think he's in the top 3. I think he's going to make the 53. We'll see what they do with Loner and oh, what's the guy that fumbled unfortunately fumbled, Price Kurt or whatever. I can never remember his name. So let's well, I'll just start bringing some of these up here because this is some of my guys here. What's up, Jay? Offense looks very similar to last year. I want to see more. Yes, timing routes to Mims and Franklin. It's always like and yes, Sutton is his whoopee for sure. Yeah, the timing of that offense, it never looks like it's clicking. Like it's always the play takes a little longer than it should. And maybe there is a timing route, but I don't see them either. I do see like the digs and that stuff too, and the back shoulders to Sutton being timing routes. Some of the fade stuff they do in the corner of the end zone are certainly timing routes. There was one slant today to Court, like a quick slant that I saw. But yeah, it seems like certainly with Franklin's speed and Mims speed, Franklin can cut pretty quick. Like you think you could get space 10 or 12 yards down the field with a quick cut in or out and a timing play, 4-step throw, he cuts and the ball's there. I'd like to see more of that too. So definitely agree with you, Jay. Kroll's fighting for his life. Mathis gone for sure. Yeah, I did a short on Mathis yesterday. It was called 8 seconds of Mathis getting cut. And it was just that play where he gave up the touchdown. It was one of the ugliest things you've ever seen. First O-line looked terrible, but got better. Didn't look good, and it did get better. Run game didn't look good at all. It was good to see Bailey make plays. I didn't see that. I was typing up some stuff. So Pat Bryant should have caught that. I don't know if that ball actually made it to him. We'll have to see that again. But if you saw it better than I did, I'll take your word for it. I thought it was going to be a catch too. It didn't look like he was aggressive towards that ball. If I were to say anything negative about that play, like he could have been a little more aggressive coming back to the ball, but it did look like the defender knocked the ball away before he could get his hands on it. Ceiling division winners, floor wild card first round knockout. I think they'll get better as the year goes. I think they'll get better as the year goes too. The slow start thing drives me crazy. But I would division winners, floor wild card first round knockout. Yeah, that's actually not a bad take there, T-Fishes. Like, I think they could take the division. I think in general we're a little higher maybe on the Broncos than maybe we should be. It depends on how high you are. Like, I feel like that's a realistic take. Like, the ceiling is probably division winners. Like, I know that there's talk about Super Bowl contending and whatnot. And of course, any given Sunday, we all know that. But realistically, yeah, I could see them taking down the Chiefs. That'd be a dream come true. Has it been a decade of the Chiefs winning yet? It feels like it has. What was wrong with the run game tonight? Is it running backs or O-line? That's Paul. I think it's a bit of both. I didn't see any holes. I always kind of try to wait for the all 22. And again, you guys know I'm not an analyst. I just play one on TV. I have friends that are analysts, and I depend on them for all that kind of stuff. But from what I saw, it looked like a little bit of both. let's see what happened to. Yeah, the estimate. That's right. I did say that. As I called this the estimate showcase game. Kind of surprised. I don't think we've seen him yet. John, I would be surprised if we don't see sort of an estimate showcase in the second half. Who haven't we seen? Um, Beatty Harvey. Of course, we're not going to see Dobbins. So you think we would see a little bit more of estimate because we've seen Watson and Bidet. Now, I think we've all pretty much settled in on Dobbins, RJ, Bidet probably at 3, or Jaleel. Or Jaleel. If Jaleel doesn't play today, did he return a kicker? No, he didn't. That was like he hasn't played at all this game. And that might be telling us something. We'll see what happens in the second half. I think the second half is going to answer some of these running back questions. I think I already put my money on JK, RJ, Jaleel, and Bidet, and then Blake Watson will go down to the practice squad again. I haven't changed that yet. I think I would rather see personally Watson make the 53. I think he's the better running back in a lot of ways. He certainly looks like he fights for yards more than like a Jaleel. I don't know if he has Jaleel's breakout speed, and I don't know if he has the trust of Sean Payton like Jaleel does, because he's just loved by Sean. So there's always that. Sean's going to get what he wants. But I would love to see Bidet and Watson make the 53 if they keep 4. But Bidet, to me, I would just go with him at this point. He can return kicks. He's a great running back, catches the ball. I think his pass pro is fine. And I feel good when he's in there. Like if J.K. Dobbins goes out with an injury and it's RJ and Bidet, wouldn't you feel comfortable with that? Because I would. Tish Fish coming in again. Kroll's blocking was good too. Tight end 3, but I really like Prieskorn. I do too. It was real unfortunate to see the Prieskorn fumble, but couple great catches from him. I hope he shows out a little bit, and I think he can fill in at fullback too, right, guys? So, I mean, the tight end room. A lot of people have said this. I'll echo it here. If Ingram goes down, we're right back to like square zero where we were last year with a terrible room. I like Troutman better than some, and it's not Troutman's fault that he's the blocking tight end. It's just that we need that pass catching. Kroll was supposed to be that. I think Prieskorn can do that. I'd like to see him make the team somehow. I think the way that he can fill in at fullback and the way he can do that now, who do they hire? Who did they just bring in? Was it an ex-Saint fullback? I can't think of his name. Begins with a P, right? Somebody remind me in the chat. And Prescott or something like that. Like he's probably going to be active until Atkins comes back. They're going to keep Atkins not on the IR, I heard, which is kind of crazy. So obviously Sean loves that guy. Hey Ty, how you doing, buddy? If McLaughlin doesn't play, a team has called in about a trade. Possibly. I think he would be available for trade. Certainly. Second half's kicking off here, guys. Thanks for all these comments. I just want to give my quick react. I'm gonna get back and watch the game with you guys, and let's take some notes and meet up after the game. It'll be great. Thanks for coming in. 16-9. Let's keep it going. Let's end this on a high note, right, guys? Yeah, good talk to you guys too. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everybody that came in. And yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. Go Broncos.